Welcome to Unlocking Levels, helping you reach new levels in your potential. What's good, y'all? It's your boy CL The Source. Thank you once again for tapping into Unlocking Levels. It's a pleasure having you here. Appreciate you spending the time, and I hope all is well. In today's episode, I want to be speaking about abundance. I'm going to be going into an in detail discussion about what my thoughts are on abundance, what I've learned about how to access abundance, what abundance is, and kind of everything that I've kind of learned to kind of take into consideration when it comes to abundance. I guess the first place to start off with is, let's define what abundance is. I think in the context of personal development, abundance is something that where you're looking into being able to tap into universal law, almost into being able to access and have abundance drawn to you, right? It's something to me that I believe is energetic, and it comes from perspective. It comes from some of the choices that we make and things of that nature, right? It's having access to what we desire, right? We want something in life and we feel we have a lack of it. Therefore, that means there's a scarcity mindset, right? And I think when we don't have something, again, that's a lack of it. We can actually reframe that. We can do things to create abundance in our lives, right? And to, create a perspective of abundance, which in turn draws abundance. And let me kind of slow things down there, because that was kind of a lot, right? And I also must say, I myself personally am still learning how to tap into abundance. I'm still learning how to understand it even more, but I'm sharing where I'm at on my specific level of understanding what abundance is, right? And it's such an interesting thing, right? You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I say I think it's a mindset is because you can look at a person, you can even kind of draw from instances in your own life where you're operating more from a place of lack, a place of scarcity, and the type of energy that kind of consumes you when you're in those mindsets, right? In those mind states. And usually it's not really followed by any abundance, right? It's not followed by any solutions or getting what you want. It's more and more keeps you at that level of energetic frequency. And what I've noticed is, no matter what goes on, once you learn how to kind of change your perspective on things, you're able to then draw different conclusions, and your energetic state changes. And when that happens, you move differently, you act differently, you treat people differently, you show up to different experiences differently. And when that happens energetically, it draws different results. Abundance is clearly the opposite of scarcity, right? Scarcity is feeling like a lack of, not having what you want, what you think you need, things of that nature. But abundance is the opposite of that. Abundance is having a plentiful amount of what it is that you desire, or what it is that you think you don't have, right? And I was just journaling this morning, and I came to a bunch of realizations about abundance, man. One of those realizations I had is abundance comes from opportunity, and opportunity is everywhere. I think sometimes we think that opportunity, even in the smallest form, is kind of not the opportunity that we are seeking. But when you realize that there's opportunity in every moment, every time you interact with somebody, every time you go outside, every time there's some sort of catastrophic event going on, there's opportunity, right? But we're looking, sometimes the way our mind works is we're looking at it more from a problematic standpoint, from a place where, things aren't perfect, right? And I think when you start to realize, hey man, when there's something going on that seems like it's a shitty situation, or whatever the case may be, you got to be able to, well, you should be able to learn how to spot the opportunity in it. You know what I'm saying? Whenever there's a challenge, whenever there's a problem, an issue, rather than defining it as such, try to spot the opportunity. Look at it as an opportunity. Look at every form of adversity as an opportunity. And in that opportunity comes abundance, because when you meet those moments of opportunity and you make the right moves and you step up to the challenge, usually what follows is a lot of good things, man. And that's the type of abundance that we want to attract, right? We want to attract good opportunity. We want to attract good things into our life. We want to attract all that we desire into our life, right? And I think that energetically speaking, you can do that by rising to the occasion of looking at every problem as an opportunity, every problem as a challenge, right? And a chance to just prove yourself, a chance to do something different, and move in the energy of your choosing, right? And abundance is a something I think I did spend some time, like I mentioned earlier, just kind of like thinking about what abundance is and how to access it. And one of the easiest ways to do so is by giving. You know what I'm saying? Giving of your time, giving of your energy, giving of your kindness, giving of whatever, right? Because that like law of giving and receiving, it will start to come into play, right? Like when you're giving, when you're doing good, usually good things follow, right? It may not happen right away, but in time, you'll see the more good things you do out of the goodness of your own heart, good things tend to follow. Opportunities tend to follow, right? Experiences tend to follow. And to me, that's what I'm talking about when it comes to abundance. When you spot the opportunity to do good, to put good energy out into the universe, to put good energy out into the world, good things will follow. Again, it may not happen right away. It's not going to happen like, and you shouldn't even be doing it from that type of perspective, right? You shouldn't be doing it as a transactional type of thing, thinking if I do something, I'm going to get something in return. I feel like once you do things out of the goodness of your own heart, usually good things tend to follow. And that's kind of just like a universal law, you know what I'm saying? So that is one surefire way, in my opinion, to access abundance, is by doing good, putting good energy out there, showing up to as many opportunities and challenges and as best as you can, trying to make the good decisions, trying to, come from that place of good energy and good vibrations. And, I know this probably sounds hella corny. It might, but it's the way things work. You know what I'm saying? And I've noticed it several points in my life. It's like one of my main goals, if you know me, is no matter what I'm going through, when I interact with somebody, I'm always trying to leave that person better off than they were before we met, right? They could be in a very depressed state. They could be going through something, or they might just need some sort of pick-me-up, some sort of boost, somebody to believe in them, somebody to infuse some sort of positive energy into them. And that's always something that I keep in mind, like before we walk away, however, even in a simple text message, I'm always thinking like, how is this going to make the other person feel? That general awareness that I have, that we should all be looking to develop and cultivate within ourselves, it is something that I lean into all the time when I'm trying to put energy into somebody or energy into the world. I think about how is it going to be received? How is it going to help somebody? And how it can help somebody, right? Like, no matter what somebody's going through, I try to put myself in their position and try to offer something that they could be desperately in need of in that moment. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what somebody's going through, so I'm always trying to, as best as I can. I'm not perfect. I don't always hit the mark, but that's always something that goes through my mind when I'm trying to when I'm interacting with somebody, is how can I leave this person better off after the interaction they have with me, right? And what I've noticed from doing that ever since I've been cognizant of myself doing that is the energy, right? The energy from that other person. You could see their spirits start to lift in most cases. Sometimes people are going through some really difficult things, and you're not always going to be able to, break through to them. You know what I'm saying? And but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't try. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't lead with a good heart, right? Trying to make a difficult situation better for somebody, right? And what I've noticed when I do that is it just comes back tenfold, right? People learn to see something that they may not be seeing in that moment because you've helped them. You've helped them see that. You've spoken life into that person, right? And that's something that, oh man, I love doing. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't matter what I'm going through. I try to be aware of what other people are going through and try to do my best to help them out. But when you do that, that's when abundance follows, right? That's when people see things differently, not only in themselves, but in you. And you never know what that can lead to, the opportunities, the doors that it can open for you. And again, don't do it from a transactional point of view. Do it because it's right, and do it because it feels good in the heart and feels good in the spirit, and it's the right thing to do, right? And oddly enough, when you do that, things start to open up for you, right? The world itself, what I've noticed, and this sounds maybe it might sound kind of weird, but the world kind of bends to you. You know what I'm saying? When you operate that way, when you change the energy that you put out, that is the way you access abundance and good things. That's how you attract good things into your life. And really, when you open your eyes to this, there is unlimited opportunity out there, right? And there's always moments of being able to help somebody. There's always moments of being able to offer up kindness. There's always moments to be able to offer up compassion, and grow and learn. And every day, every moment, there's always going to be something different that happens. And if you have the mindset and you understand that you have the ability to change your perspective on how to look at things, you're going to find opportunity. You're going to create opportunity. Just walking outside. I mean, I live in San Francisco. There's unlimited opportunity out here. There's some people that are really going through it out here. I mean, we all are, right? Every single one of us are going through something in our lives, right? And nobody is going to be able to duck any of that, right? Everybody is susceptible to going through something very difficult in their life. Life itself can be very difficult, right? So we gotta learn how to be compassionate towards other people, towards what they're going through, even the people that seem the most difficult to have patience with, right? And it's not. I should also say this: it's not always your job to help and correct other people and this, that, and the third. But when you spot an opportunity to do some good for somebody, to help lift somebody up, to help pour into somebody, to help them see something in themselves that they're not seeing in that moment, to help get themselves out of a dark state of mind, that opportunity, when you take it, it's one of the most fulfilling things you can do. I promise you that. And if that alone is the reward, if that alone is the trade-off, you can't even put a price tag on that feeling. You know what I'm saying? And what happens when you start to move in that general direction, when you're looking to help other people, you're looking to be a good, kind, compassionate, respectful person. You try to do the right thing with integrity, treat others with respect, kindness, and compassion, and all of these beautiful qualities. Man, what tends to follow is all of this, not only fulfillment, but again, like I said, good energy. You attract great things into your life. And when you attract great things into your life becomes great. You start to enjoy things more. Moments feel a lot richer, right? And richness and abundance, that goes hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? So, and also, I guess I should clarify too that abundance it doesn't always have to be a physical thing, right? It doesn't always have to be money. It doesn't always have to be, whatever, feeling like you need to have the biggest house, the biggest cars, and this, that, and the third, right? Like abundance is having everything you need and more, right? And we as human beings don't need as much as we think we do, or we've been led to believe that we do, right? So we're living in abundant states. If you're watching this video, wherever you're watching it from, you have access to some resources that certain people around the world don't even have access to because of where they live and because of how, where they're at, right? And, that in itself, you should consider yourself fortunate, you know what I'm saying? And I think we tend to overlook these things because we live in a society where it feels like we're always keeping up with the Joneses, and of course it's going to be natural to feel like you're in a state of lack, in a state of scarcity, when you feel like everybody else around you is driving a new car, they got the new phone, they got the new clothes on, they got the new house, blah blah blah, when in reality you're actually so much more richer than you even realize. You know what I'm saying? I mean, picture this right now. Picture somebody in a third world country where they don't even know where they're going to get their next meal. And we live here, or wherever you are. If you're watching this, that gives me a sense of confidence in that, knowing that you actually have some access to, some good living. You know what I'm saying? You probably have some access to food, some water, some shelter, right? You got a phone in your hand, right? That gives you access to an abundance of information, right? If you don't know something, that's really on you. So that right there is already abundance, like being able to have access to a network full of information that can help you learn, that can help you grow, that can teach you something new, that will in turn give you value, increased value, because you have already intrinsic value, but that will give you increased value because you're adding to your skill set, you're adding to your repertoire. And when you do that, you become more valuable to the world, to other people, to the marketplace, wherever you want to be valuable to. It's up to you. But if you're sitting around thinking you don't have much, thinking that you're in a state of lack, and you're just sitting there with your hand out, screaming, boo-hoo, poor me, woe is me, then nothing good's gonna happen to you. Unless you get absolutely lucky. But honestly, when you are operating from that standpoint, you are disrespecting yourself, you are disrespecting the Creator and the universe, because I feel like if you don't know something, or if you're not doing something worthwhile in your own time, then that's on you. You know what I'm saying? We have so many opportunities out here, an abundance of opportunities out here, right? So take them. Take the opportunities. Spot the opportunities. Take the opportunities, man. Turn these difficult, challenging moments, take these problems, these perceived problems, and find the opportunity and do what you got to do, right? You may not be in a place right now where it feels ideal. You may not be in a place where you can even see the light, but there is opportunity there, because when you're at the bottom, the only way to go is up. So at least point yourself in that direction and start moving, man. That's abundance. And it's not gonna happen overnight. It could, if you get things in motion for yourself, you know what I'm saying? And that's what abundance is to me, you know what I'm saying? Is the world is plentiful with opportunity. Life is plentiful with opportunity. That's abundance, right? Abundance is the mindset that you have. And when you look at things that way, that is the mindset that you adopt in your life, and you move with that sense of vigor towards that direction, man, things really open up for you. The game becomes fun. You start making a difference. You feel good. Energetically, you're going to start to attract a lot of great things in your life, and, have fun with it, man. You know what I'm saying? choose your energy and use your energy wisely, right? Because that's gonna be what ultimately draws what you want into your life. And I guess to wrap things up here, man, abundance is all around us, right? And you can look at things a plethora of different ways, right? You could look at things from an abundant standpoint, like I just clearly laid out for you guys, or you could look at it from the other way, like I don't have nothing, or I don't have what they have, and I lack stuff, and I don't have skills, and I'm not special, this, that, and the third. But I'm here to tell you that's all a lie, because you are special. Everybody got something, man. Everybody is tapped into something universal that we all can access if we merely choose to do so. And it starts with making that choice in your mind. It starts with making that decision and standing on it and truly believing in it, truly understanding it, adhering to it, and following it. And when you do that, just trust yourself to navigate through everything. Trust that everything is always working out in your favor, because it's always working out in your highest good. Even though right now, some of you may not be in a position to truly receive that and see that and believe it, right? But it's true, even in the darkest moments, right? Everything comes to pass. Spot the opportunity, try to keep your mind right, keep moving in the right direction, and things always unfold as they're supposed to. I firmly believe that, you know what I'm saying? And when you choose the attitude, when you choose the perspective of abundance and spotting the opportunity and everything, man, that's how you enhance the quality of your life, right? And yeah, man, I mean, again, I'm really speaking from my standpoint of my experience and what I understand at this point in my life, right? And I'm still learning. I'm learning how to access it even more, right? I'm learning how to tap in and stay tapped in, stay in that flow state of abundance, right? And so, there's still levels to unlock, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna leave you with that, you know what I'm saying? Like, all I want y'all to do, I hope that from this episode, you take the message of just go out there and do good, man. You may not feel like you're in a place where nothing's going good for you. You got no motion, or things even seem to be caving in on you, right? But I advise you and encourage you, take a moment to pause, catch your breath, collect yourself, start to work on the way you see things, spot the opportunity, spot where you can make the smallest form of progress, right? And move, just start moving, get in motion, right? If you're just sitting still and getting stagnant, it's just gonna get worse for you. So what you gotta do, I would say right now, wherever you're at, clean up, you know what I'm saying? Go take a shower, get in motion, go for a walk, man. Go get some fresh air, touch some grass, all that, you know what I'm saying? Do something to just get in motion, and then get the blood flowing, get the energy going. And what you'll start to find is clarity will start to present itself. You'll start to see things clear. Your energy's gonna become a lot better. You'll feel a lot sharper, and you'll start making better decisions. And then, sky's the limit. There's literally limitless opportunity out here, and there's limitless potential that we have access to, right? And I don't know, man. For me, I just want to say that this is, have fun with this thing, man. Another thing, I'll probably get into this into another episode, but another kind of life hack and perspective that I've learned to adapt in my life, and which has made it so much better, is like, don't forget to have a sense of humor, man. Have some fucking fun, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not everything got to be hella serious all the fucking time. Have some fucking fun, man. You know what I'm saying? This is life. It may not always be sweet all the fucking time, or may not feel sweet all the fucking time, but those moments always come to pass, and you gotta have some sort of a sense of humor through it all, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just funner that way. Why would you not want to have a sense of humor at some of the shit that goes on, you know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean that you're not compassionate. That doesn't mean that you don't care about what's going on. That doesn't mean that you're just passive about everything. it just means that, like, bro, like, you're in control of your perspective, right? And you're taking control and ownership of your energy and how you want to do things. And what does that mean in terms of your life? What is that going to do for your life? It's going to create a better experience for your life, right? Because I'll tell you right now, I just spent this entire episode talking about changing the idea of problems and adversity to spotting opportunity, spotting challenges, right? Moments of opportunity for growth. And if you want to look at everything like the world's burning and everything's going to shit, this, that, and the third, you're going to overwhelm yourself. You're going to feel like shit all the time, and the results in your life are going to continue to perpetuate the same way, negatively, feeling very low energy, feeling very dark energy. And, you know, to each their own. If that's how you want to live your life, by all means, you know what I'm saying? I'm really saying for those that want to, you know, grow and do things and experience a much more enhanced version of their life and of themselves, the way you do that is by changing your mind first, by correcting your state of mind. And again, what follows is abundance, a lot of good things, right? So yeah, I would just say continue on, move forward with trying to do the right thing. You know, being a master of your energy is something that I'm learning how to do every single day. I'm trying to train myself and get away from old habits, get away from old programming, this, that, and the third. And it's a process, man. You know what I'm saying? Trust yourself, trust the universe, trust that God got your back, trust that there's good people out there that are willing to help and help guide you and help pull you up. You know what I'm saying? Not everything got to be all bad. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I guess all in all, man, thank you for tapping in, man. I know I was kind of all over the place on this episode, but I get very passionate about this stuff, man, because I feel like once you change your mind and once you change your mindset and perspective towards things, your life will start to change. You'll feel that transformation. And when that happens, you'll start to get a sense of optimism, like, damn, dude, life can get better from here on out. You know what I'm saying? I just got to switch a few things around, move differently, make different decisions. And then look, next thing you know, I'm in motion. I'm in a flow state. I can keep going. And that's the beautiful thing about it, is like there's no limit to how good it can get for you. You know what I'm saying? So just trust that, trust yourself, and yeah, man, do some good out there, man. But anyway, man, that's what I'm gonna leave y'all with, man. I really appreciate y'all spending your time with me, man. Thank you for tapping into Unlocking Levels. It's your boy CL the Source, and I'm out, man. Peace.